Hi there, and welcome back to the channel where we talk all things personal finance and how to build a secure financial future. In today's video, we're going to dive into something that's crucial for reaching your money goals: how to divide your money for savings. If you've ever wondered how to set aside your money without the hassle of a strict budget, you're in the right place. Let's break down how you can effectively divide your income to ensure you're saving for your future without all the complexity. Let's get into it. Before we jump into how to divide your money, let's talk about why it's so important. When you have multiple savings goals, whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, or even saving for a big purchase like a home or vacation, knowing how to divide your money across these goals is essential. It's like having different savings buckets. If you don't prioritize where your money goes, it can be easy to let one goal fall behind while another takes all the attention. By dividing your money for savings, you ensure that each of your financial goals gets the attention it needs and that you're constantly making progress toward building wealth. Step one in dividing your money for savings is identifying your key savings goals. Everyone's goal will look different, but here are some of the most common ones you should be thinking about. One, an emergency fund. This is your financial safety net. It's crucial to set aside enough money to cover unexpected expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or losing your job. Ideally, this should be enough to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Number two, retirement savings. It's never too early to start saving for retirement. The earlier you start, the more your money will grow through the power of compound interest. Think about accounts like 401k, IRA, or Roth IRAs. Number three, big purchases. This could be anything from buying a home, a new car, or even a big trip. These are often long term goals, but still require dedicated saving. And finally, shorter term goals. These might include things like building up a vacation fund, saving for a new laptop, or paying for a wedding. These may not require as much time or money as long term goals, but they still need attention. By identifying your key goals, you're able to see what needs saving right now versus what can wait. And the best part, you don't have to pick just one. You can save for all of them at once by simply dividing your money in a way that works. Now, let's talk about how to divide your money effectively. The goal here is understanding that you don't have to split your income equally between all your goals. Instead, think of it as filling different buckets with money according to their priority and urgency. Here's a simple way to approach this. So, for your emergency fund, this comes first. If you don't already have an emergency fund, this should be your top priority. Without an emergency fund, you're at risk of going into debt when unexpected expenses pop up. Start by allocating a portion of your income to quickly build this fund up. I recommend aiming to save at least $1,000 to start, then gradually build it up 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Then, retirement savings. Once your emergency fund is in place, shift your focus to retirement savings. If your job offers a 401k, make sure you're contributing at least enough to get an employer match. That's free money. If you don't have a 401k option, consider setting up an IRA or Roth IRA. And finally, your long term and short term goals. After securing your emergency fund and retirement contributions, now you can start thinking about your other goals. Big purchases and short term savings goals are important too, but you want to make sure you're not neglecting the bigger picture, like your future. There's no one size fits all rule for how much to save for each goal, but as a general guideline, you can divide your income like this: 50% to emergency fund and urgent needs, 30% to retirement and long term goals, and 20% to shorter term goals, big purchases, and fund savings. This at least is the starting point, but feel free to adjust based on your personal circumstances. Once you've decided how to divide your money for savings, the next step is to make it easy for yourself. One of the best ways to do this is by automating your savings. This way, you're paying yourself first before any bills or discretionary spending takes place. Automation takes the guesswork out of it and ensures you stay consistent. Here's how you can do this. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings accounts for each goal. For example, set up monthly transfer to your emergency fund until it's fully built. Then you want to reallocate that amount to your retirement or bigger purchase fund. You can also automate contributions to your retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA directly from your paycheck, so it's done without you having to think about it. The great thing about automation is that you don't have to think about it at all. You set it and forget it, letting your savings grow while you focus on the other aspects of your life. Life changes, and so will your financial priorities. Maybe you reach your emergency fund goal and can now redirect that money to your retirement savings. Or perhaps you hit your savings target for a down payment on a house and want to focus on a new goal like travel or starting an investment portfolio. As you achieve one savings goal, you can reallocate funds to new or ongoing goals. The key is to be flexible. If you get a raise or pay off a debt, this might also free up more money for saving, so you can increase the amounts you're contributing to your goals. Reevaluating every 6 months or so to see where you stand on each goal will help you stay on track and make adjustments as needed. One of the most important things to remember when dividing money for savings is that consistency is key after all. Even if you start small, as long as you're regularly contributing to each goal, you'll see results over time. The power of saving regularly is that it builds momentum, and even small amounts can add up faster than you might expect. Think about it. If you set aside $200 a month for an emergency fund, in just 6 months, you'll have $1,200. If you keep that habit going, in a year, you'll have $2,400 saved up. That's the magic of consistency, and it's why it's important to stick to your savings plan, even if you can only put aside a little bit each month. So, there you have it, how to divide your money for savings without having to rely on a formal budget. By identifying your savings goals, automating your contributions, and staying consistent, you can make sure that every dollar works for you. And remember, your financial goals can evolve, and that's okay. The key is to make saving a priority and stick to it no matter what happens. Once again, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with any questions you have or other personal finance topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.